The hijab, a simple piece of cloth, yet its story is far deeper than most realize. It has been debated, misunderstood, and politicized. Its journey stretches back thousands of years, far before Islam, across many civilizations. This is a story of identity, faith, culture, and choice. In the ancient cradle of civilization, Mesopotamia, laws required married and elite women to cover their heads as a symbol of honor and social status, while enslaved women and prostitutes were forbidden from doing so. This practice of veiling as a marker of distinction wasn't unique to them. In Persia, it represented nobility and dignity, a visible sign of a woman's respectable place in society. Traveling across the ancient world, we find that Greek and Roman women of high status also wore veils as a public mark of their virtue and modesty. Across these diverse cultures and continents, the veil was always more than just clothing. It was a powerful symbol representing honor, morality, and social hierarchy. It communicated who you were, your standing, and your values, without a single word being spoken. Long before the advent of Islam, the world's major religious traditions already emphasized modesty as a core virtue. In Judaism, for instance, it was customary for married women to cover their hair as a sign of their marital status and piety. In the burgeoning communities of early Christians, women were also instructed to veil themselves during worship. The Apostle Paul wrote about it in his letters, framing it as a sign of devotion and proper order. These ancient traditions of veiling and modesty were deeply woven into the spiritual fabric of the Near East, Islam. When it emerged, inherited these long-standing principles. However, it redefined them, shifting the focus from mere appearance to a deeper emphasis on moral conduct, social respect, and an inner sense of dignity for both men and women. In 7th century Arabia, the arrival of Islam brought with it a wave of revolutionary reforms, particularly for women's rights. At a time when women were often treated as property, they were granted the right to inherit, the right to consent in marriage, and the right to participate in public life. The Quran instructed both men and women to lower their gaze and observe modesty in their dress and behavior. The concept of hijab, in this context, wasn't about enforcing a single, restrictive uniform. Instead, it provided a framework for respectful and dignified interaction within society. The women of the Prophet's time were active and influential figures. They were traders in the marketplace, scholars debating complex ideas, and teachers educating the next generation. For them, hijab was not a barrier but a means to engage with the world confidently, on their own terms, ensuring they were judged for their character and intellect, not their appearance. As the message of Islam spread from Arabia across continents, the principle of hijab was embraced and adapted by countless cultures. It never remained a static, uniform dress code. Instead, it beautifully merged with local customs and aesthetics. In the opulent palaces of the Ottoman Empire, modesty met unparalleled elegance in the flowing garments of the court. In South Asia, the vibrant fabrics of the dupatta and shalwar kameez combined regional culture with principles of faith. Across Africa, women's colorful and intricate headdwraps became powerful expressions of both their heritage and their religion. The hijab was never a single, monolithic garment. It was a principle of modesty expressed through a rich and diverse tapestry of styles, colors, and fabrics, each telling a unique story of culture and faith. The arrival of colonialism brought a new, complicated chapter to the story of the hijab. Colonial powers often portrayed veiling as a symbol of oppression, a narrative used to justify their civilizing missions. This external pressure had a profound effect. For many Muslim women, the hijab transformed into a symbol of resistance, a way of holding onto their cultural identity and dignity in the face of foreign domination. Fast forward to today, and the conversation has evolved yet again. Millions of modern Muslim women around the world consciously choose to wear the hijab. They see it as an act of faith, a source of empowerment, and a deeply personal choice. They are students, doctors, athletes, artists, and leaders. The real oppression is not the cloth itself, but the misunderstanding and prejudice that so often surround it. For them, the hijab is a personal statement of belief, identity, and self-respect in a complex modern world. Today, the hijab is worn by millions of women across the globe, from the bustling streets of Jakarta to the quiet suburbs of Chicago. Each woman has her own unique reason for wearing it. For some, it is a profound act of worship, a constant reminder of their connection to God. For others, it represents freedom from the relentless scrutiny of societal beauty standards. It is a symbol of identity, a proud declaration of their faith and heritage. It is a source of empowerment, allowing them to navigate public spaces with confidence and purpose. Ultimately, the hijab is a choice, a personal statement, and a deeply individual expression of one's values. True understanding of the hijab doesn't come from a distance. It begins by respectfully listening to the diverse and powerful voices of the women who choose to wear it. The hijab is so much more than a piece of fabric. It is a tapestry woven with threads of faith, culture, identity, and individuality. Its long and complex history teaches us the importance of respect, patience, and understanding. To truly understand the hijab, we must listen, not assume. We must learn, not judge. For real respect always begins with knowledge. Thanks for watching. If this story resonated with you, please like, share, and subscribe for more content that explores the rich tapestry of our world.